Good afternoon. My name is Edison Mendoza and this is UEES Sports. On this occasion, I have a conversation with Alfredo Pinoargote Quiroz, an Ecuadorian journalist with more than 32 years of experience in sport journalism. Welcome, Alfredo.
Hi Edison, it's a pleasure for me to be here with you.
Thank you. First question. How did your passion for sport journalism begin and what inspired you?
My passion for sports journalism beginning with football, when I was a child, I really like football, Ecuadorian football, European football, it was really my passion. So when I went to live in Europe, because my father was ambassador of Ecuador in Switzerland, I have a proposal from Revista Estadio to write articles. I was only 12 years old, so I was really a boy. So my father helped me to correct, the orthography, some things, and then I sent the articles by fax from Switzerland to Guayaquil, Ecuador, at Revista Estadio. So I begin to do sports journalism when I was 12 years old.
Okay, good. The second question, what has it mean for you to work in renowned media outlets like Ecuavisa or Estadio Magazine?
For me, it was really a proud, to work in Revista Estadio, because when I was 5, 8, 9, 10 years old, I used to buy the magazine, the Revista Estadio. I really love to read, and then I was writing in my favorite magazine. So for me, it was really, wow, really emotional. I was really proud with that. And then Ecuavisa was really later. Ecuavisa was in the year 2006 for the World Cup in Germany. I begin to do, some sports journalism in TV.
What is your favorite um, experience in Ecuavisa?
The thing about me is that I really love sports journalism, but I also do other things. I do news of the world with Panorama Internacional. I do news of the entertainment, cinema, music in Entre Flashes. So I am a journalist that love to do a lot of things. My passion is sports and music, but I think my experience, in Ecuavisa, I think the most important thing is to can see a lot of important news, all around the world, see our sports, Carapaz winning the Giro d'Italia. Wow, for me, it was really wonderful, because I have the RAI. Radio is the televisione italiana. So, looking at RAI, Richard Carapaz, campione, Giro d'Italia. Wow, for me, it was like a dream, fantastic. I cannot believe that an Ecuadorian wins the Giro d'Italia. It's wonderful, it's fantastic. And then Tour de France, second, and winning a lot of tournaments is fantastic.
And what is your you have you future events or future
Projects.
projects in Ecuavisa?
In Ecuavisa, I really want to do the next year, because my show, Panorama Internacional, the next year is 20 years and 1,000 programs. 1,000 programs is really, wow, it's a lot. And 20 years is really big. So I would like to do something with, because, Panorama Internacional is only the Sunday morning. I would like to do, also during the week, on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, do something with Carolina, more short, a little, program, a shorter version of the program, maybe in Ecuavisa Play or the Ecuavisa YouTube. I think it's possible to do something about that with Carolina, and also I hope to do something also with the World Cup. The World Cup the next year is in the USA, Mexico, and Canada. So I hope that I could be part of some project with Ecuavisa, because here in Ecuavisa, I work with the World Cup 2006 2010, 2014, all the World Cups, Germany, then it was South Africa, then Brazil, then Russia, and Qatar. 5 World Cups. So I hope to do something also with Ecuavisa Sports.
Yes. Other question. How do you consider the most important or memorable moment of your career in sport journalism?
I think that it was really important to see Luis Antonio Valencia shining in the Manchester United. It was really an amazing thing, captain of the Manchester, winning the Premier League, all the tournaments, the final of Champions League. For me, was really, wow, impressive to see Luis Antonio Valencia. Right now, we have a lot of players. Right now, Moises Caicedo, William Pacho, Pedro Hincapié. Right now is wonderful, but at the moment when I began with my TV show, it was Luis Antonio Valencia, I think, and then, as I said to you minutes ago, Richard Carapaz winning the Giro d'Italia.
Yes, in these times, Antonio Valencia, the most important Ecuadorian player.
Exactly.
In this moment, we have many more players important. Okay. How has sport journalism changed since your first start until now?
Well, I think the biggest change is right now all that the streaming, YouTube, and then a lot of projects in YouTube. At the time, it was only radio, television, and magazines. Right now, YouTube is a big thing. Only also Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. You have a lot of social media. So I think right now it's really different. Right now, everyone can do something. Everyone, you can do something. I can do something. Everyone has the opportunity to have your own channel on YouTube and then to speak and to tell stories. So I think is the biggest change is that the social media. Mm-hmm.
In your opinion, what qualities should a good sport journalist have today?
I think the most important thing is to tell the truth. Tell the truth. You cannot fall with the fake news. It's terrible. If you are a sport journalist and then you believe a fake news, it's the worst thing. You have to be sure of that. The news you have is a real news, not fake news.
And fact check.
Exactly. And then I think it's also important to know other languages. I speak Spanish, English, French, Italian, a little of German, a little of Portuguese. So I can read and I can see news in different languages, and that for me is really important. For you, it's great that right now you are doing this interview in English. It's fantastic. It's important for you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. What role do social media platforms play in sport journalism?
The role is really special. The best example is Marca 90. Marca 90 is a big project. It's a big thing. They have a lot, thousands of followers on YouTube. They have a lot of programs. A lot of shows. So I think it's wonderful because it's free. You don't have to pay. The TV you have to pay, Extreme or DirecTV you have to pay, Zapping you have to pay. YouTube is free. You subscribe, you don't have to pay nothing. So I think that's the point.
And have journalists as Bonafont, as Guachito, as is a great form they give the news.
Exactly. Yeah, it's wonderful.
Okay, what are the biggest challenges that sport journalists face today in Ecuador?
Well, I think the biggest and a really serious challenge, a problem, is that a lot of media don't pay. You work on free. In radio, in radios, what is the point in radios? No, you have to find a publicity. So the radio don't pay you. You have to search your publicity to have money. That's not good, And a lot of radios do the same thing. It's not possible. If you are working, you have to be paid. You have to receive a salary. It's not possible that, no, yeah, come on to the radio. And then if you want, go and find publicity. That I think is really a big problem. It's a big problem. Unfortunately, everybody, every radio do that. So I hope that one day that change.
Yes. And finally, what advice would you give to young people who dream of working in sport journalism?
I think that you have to dream big. Everything is possible if you're motivated, you are passionate, you can achieve everything you want. And also, as I said minutes before, I think it's important to know English, Spanish English, and then it is possible also Italian, French. Right now, you have Pacho, Ligue 1, Moses Caicedo, Premier League, Stupignan, Calcio Italiano. So it's important if you know Italian. If you know Italian, you can read the Gazzetta dello Sport, you can read the Gazzetta, and then you understand. You can read L'Equipe or France Football. You can read, and then, wow, I understand what they are saying about Pacho. I understand what they are saying about Stupignan. I think it's really important to know another language. You cannot only speak Spanish. No, it's really important to know another languages and then to be passionate.
Yes, it's a great important mistake that have the journalists in Ecuador, but is many, sin exagerar, un 80% no saben otro idioma sobre el español. Entonces, ese es un gran problema.
Correct.
Thank you very much, Alfredo, for accepting this interview.
No, it's a pleasure for me. Send you to tell me that, to help you. It's a pleasure.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.